The Justice Society of America, a group of heroes aiding the Allies in World War II, acquire an ally from the future who sends them on an adventure that changes history. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing Justice Society World War II. This is a DC animated movie. Now, this stars a lot of good voice actors. We have Stana Katic, who actually is voicing Wonder Woman this time. I believe Rosario Dawson was doing it for quite a while, and now that she's playing Ahsoka, they have switched to Stana, and she's actually pretty good in this. I did like her. We have, let's see here. We have Matt Mercer, who's voicing Our Man in this as well, and I absolutely love Matt Mercer and his voice acting. He actually is the Dungeon Master for Critical Role, and he is absolutely fantastic. He did play Strahd in Realmsmith's campaign as well for their Curse of Strahd. So I thought that was absolutely amazing too. He is a fantastic person. Everybody on Critical Role actually is fantastic people. But him playing Our Man in this is just awesome. I absolutely loved it. And there's other fantastic people in this too. Some of them are spoilers, and I don't want to do spoilers. So the movie starts out with the classic black and white film beginnings like you see on Turner Classics and stuff. So I thought that was actually kind of a really cool thing. And then we see Barry in the beginning with Iris and stuff, and he ends up getting involved in a battle that sends him running back in time. But there's more to it than just that, as we find out later in the movie too. So I thought that was actually a really cool twist. Barry then ends up meeting the JSA in a war-torn battlefield in this little village, and he ends up meeting Wonder Woman, Hawkman, Our Man, Black Canary, Jay Garrick, and Steve Rogers, basically. And there's other people, too, that I don't want to get into because it would be a spoiler. And we really see that he's, like, super confused, too. He doesn't understand what's going on. He's never, in this movie, he's never done anything like this before. And as we keep going, he ends up learning some new stuff that he's never done either. And I like really how they included Steve Trevor into this group as well. So there's a lot of characters, and this is actually more character focused. As we see, like Barry doesn't really know about the JSA, so it really makes a lot of a couple of the JSA members stop and sit there and be like, "Wow, we're doing all this, but nobody knows about us." Even years later. And yeah, so it makes people kind of wonder about it. But I really like the Barry Allen and Jay Garrick dynamic. They've been together in a lot on the CW's Flash, and they've also done other movies too, and other things. So I really like that. Even in the comic books, they've interacted with each other a bit. So I really like that. In this, they come together and they learn new things about the Speed Force too, and it's really kind of a cool moment, especially when we realize that Barry Allen isn't as experienced as in the other DC animated movies, like Apocalypse War and things like that, where he already knows about certain things, So this is kind of a new twist for it, which I thought was actually really kind of cool. And we see like other relationships, like friendships, like relationships, like Hawkman, or not Hawkman. Well, yeah, Hawkman and Black Canary, have a really good friendship. and we see Our Man and Jay Garrett, who are, dude, they're funny together. I love it. They have a pretty good relationship too, or friendship, I should say, not relationships, friendships, So, but we also get a Steve and Diana relationship in this as well, where we see that Steve's a very persistent man in doing certain things, and he really kind of tries to teach Diana a little more as well. There's some really good lines in the movie where like one of them is, tomorrow's not guaranteed, where he says that to Diana, and she starts to kind of realize that he's right about certain things. So I really like that. Now, the third act is where I really kind of had an issue. It was a little predictable. You could see where a couple of the storylines were going in this, and it was kind of, for me, it was a little anticlimactic. I really was hoping for a little more for the ending wise, but we can see that it didn't really happen. So I was a little disappointed in how it was like anticlimactic. So that was my only real big issue with this movie, to be honest with you. The animation was really good. The style was basically like from the 40s. And this movie takes place in the 40s. It takes place in World War II, so that's what they were going for, and it actually looks pretty good. I really liked it. The fight scenes were great as well. We get a lot of different fight scenes in this with a lot of different people. And, excuse me, I really thought the Wonder Woman fight scenes were fantastic. Like Zack Snyder's Justice League, we really get to see her, like in that, we got to see Wonder Woman really kind of shine and stand out more than, the other characters. But in this movie, it's the same thing. She literally is badass. She goes through and she rips off of the gun from a tank, like the big long gun part where they shoot the shells from. She rips it off and just starts beating and destroying another tank with it. I was like, wait, what? And the way she handles the Flash too after he first appears, I was like, wait, what? This is crazy. It was really good. I really liked her scenes. I really like what they're doing with Wonder Woman in this. They're really kind of trying to showcase her a little more. But they're doing it in a way that they're not really putting down the other characters either, which I thought was fantastic. Now, the voice acting in this was really great. Again, we get Stana Katic voicing Wonder Woman, and we get Matt Mercer again as Our Man. Awesome. Very awesome hearing him voice act in this. Very awesome. The other characters I don't want to get into a lot because there are some spoilers. But we have Armin Taylor, who is voicing Jay Garrick. Alicia Rotaro, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. I may be doing that wrong, so I do apologize. She's Black Canary. And Hawkman is Ahmed Abati. Again, I'm butchering that last name, but he was the scientist in The Mandalorian who was taking the blood from Baby Yoda. So he voices Hawkman, and they were all good. Honestly, I liked the voice acting in this. I thought it was a good combination for it. So. That was really awesome. Again, there were a couple of points that were hard to follow in this. They could have explained like the couple of points a little bit more. And the ending was, again, a little anticlimactic. I can't pronounce that word. But, this wasn't a perfect movie, but it was a good movie. Honestly, I did like it. I would give this a 7 out of 10 easily. DC's animated movies have always been better than their live action. I really wish they would just use the writers from the animated series, the animated movies, and just have them make the scripts because they're way better than anything we've gotten so far. If you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this. Take care for now, everybody.